Hey, what's up guys? So in this video I'm just going to explain this process of thinking. Before deciding to sell something, you need to find out what should you sell, and this is the question that comes in our minds when we want to sell something online. And in terms of this print on demand that I usually promote here on this channel, and I talk about this, so I want to explain the background thought process of trying to figure out what should we sell and what should be the research process, and where should we start this whole process. And in order to understand this, we need to understand what should we sell. And before I go into explaining this and go into explaining this whole thing, I would like to mention here is that most probably this video is going to be a two parts video. In this first part, I'm just going to go over the thought process here, and in the second part I'm going to actually do the niche research using this thought process that I'm going to explain here in this video. So the first thing is that we need to find, or we need to understand, that why should we sell something. And in most of this case is that I'm just going to talk about the t-shirts, because t-shirts are something that are mostly purchased online on these print on demand products like Amazon, Redbubble, or any other something similar products. And why it is purchased more and why it generates more sale, the reason is simple: because it is used more, and it is one of the products that can help you express your maybe your thoughts or your beliefs, or maybe your mood. So without saying a word, without communicating with others, you can easily express your emotions and all that using simple wearing just a t-shirt with design that is going to be expressive of your emotions. So that is why this is a product that sells more as compared to the other products. So the main focus of this thought process is going to be t-shirts. Okay, now let's just go to this next slide, and let's just discuss the purpose of selling before we try to decide what should be the first keyword that should come in mind before doing the research process, and where should we start. So in my opinion, the purpose of selling any design on any print on demand product is this simple word, that is love or hate, or likeness or dislikeness. So whenever, for example, let's say I'm just talking about me, so if I want to wear a t-shirt, I would like to be expressive of something, expressive of my mood, or expressive of something that is going in my mind and or maybe going around me. So I do not want to talk about that, but I want to express my feelings about that. So either you can love something and you want to express your love about it, or maybe you hate something and you want to express your hate about that particular thing without talking and without going into the conversation with others. So this is one of the easiest methods to express yourself. On the other hand, you can also express your likeness or dislikeness. So this is a little bit different than love and hate, because love and hate are going, as you can already guess, it's a stronger emotion as compared to likeness and dislikeness. If I just give an example here, so let's talk about some kind of political issues. So you might like some political candidate, or you might hate some political candidate. So that is more stronger emotion towards something. Or maybe you like an idea or concept, and you do not like or you hate an idea or concept. So that kind of expression or emotion is going to cover in this love and hate kind of designs. And you mostly see in this kind of design in kind of political rallies, or maybe other kind of rallies or gatherings. So if you see some examples of t-shirts people wearing in these kind of gatherings or rallies, you would understand that they come in this category of love and hate. On the other hand, you might want to express just likeness towards something or dislikeness. Maybe you like some kind of sport, or maybe you like certain kind of hobby, you like certain kind of you can say art style. So you just want to express that likeness towards something. That's totally kind of like not that hard feeling, or not that kind of strong feeling. I think strong is the most appropriate word. So these are the four things that are the main purpose of any kind of t-shirt design, or the purpose behind wearing any t-shirt. So now let's just move to the third slide, and that is going to give you a little bit deeper dive into this whole purpose. So the main niches and the main categories, I have already made a video on this. There were a few of these categories, not these ones previously, but I have just expanded it and added this holidays and events to it. So the main niches and categories, either family and relations, we have hobbies and interests, and then pets, professions and jobs, and holidays and events. And I'm just going to go over all of these and give you some examples. So family and relations, these are just, you can say, most of the strongest feelings that you might have for someone. So you can already guess that you have brothers, sisters, mom, dad, uncle, or maybe grandparents. So these kind of relations or families come under this kind of thing. And also friendships also do come under this. The same is the case with husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. So these kind of topics come under this first category. The second category is hobbies and interests. So of course hobbies and interests can be slightly more expressive. You might like watching some kind of sports, maybe playing some kinds of sports, or it can be a little bit different, just reading, or maybe you like some kind of food more as compared to the other type of foods. So these kind of something, anything that interests you and you want to express your interest about that comes under this category. And we want to also target all of these categories in a different way. Then of course pets, this pets, some people love pets, some people don't like pets, and this kind of category also going to help you understand what people like to wear. If somebody loves his dog or his cat or any other pet animal, they want to express that feeling maybe wearing a t-shirt. Then we have professions and jobs. Now of course not all people love their jobs or their careers or their profession. They are just doing it for the sake of money and just to put bread on the table. But some people are really passionate about their profession, and they choose their profession because they wanted to do that and they wanted to choose that. So our main target is going to be those people, and not those who are just doing this job because they have to do this job or they have to earn money. We are not going to talk about that. We are talking about the other one, which have some kind of passion behind it. So, and the last category is simply holidays and events. So these holidays and events, as you can already guess, these can be religious events, these can be social events, these can be related to any specific region. For example, there are some events that are only you can say holidays and events that are only celebrated in the US and they are not celebrated in the other parts of the world. So they can be region dependent or area dependent. So you need to think about these holidays and events when you want to target that particular region. Now these are the main 5 categories in my opinion, and you might have something else in your mind, and you can obviously express that in the comments below. But this is something that I have divided this whole niche or the thoughts or the main purpose of the designing the t-shirts into these 5 categories. Now obviously, as you can see that they are the main categories, so it means that targeting the main category is not going to help you. We need to intersect it with some other categories. For example, families, let's intersect with it maybe pets or professions. So maybe a mom who likes dogs, or maybe a mom who likes let's say his profession may be a nurse, so mom and nurse, or maybe mom and a teacher. So you need to understand it in these terms. And obviously these come under holidays as well. For example, let's say Mother's Day is coming in May, so you want to design something for Mother's Day and maybe Father's Day. So as you can already see it happening that these kind of categories intersect with each other, and if you create designs based on those intersection, or this is called cross niching, you are most likely to get sales because you are covering more ground. So a mom who is more you can say that proud of being a mom, and she is also proud of being a nurse, or she is also proud of being maybe a teacher, or she also proud of being any kind of other profession. So if she is able to express two of her most likenesses, or two of her most loves that she wants to express in a single t-shirt, then she is most likely to buy that product, because now in one single design she will be able to express more of what she believes in and more of what she wants to express. So that is something that you need to keep in mind before doing the niche research process. Now, as you can see that I have mentioned the interest or likeness or loves towards something, and I have not talked about the dislikeness or hate, and I have abstained from it intentionally, because hate towards something or dislikeness towards something can be a problematic in terms of, I'm not talking about this morality at this point. I'm talking about the you can say that the terms and conditions or the content policy of these websites like Redbubble, or especially Merch by Amazon. So if you are creating something that is expressing hate towards something, that might violate these content policies, and you might get banned or your account will be suspended. So I'm not going to go into that, because I myself abstain creating designs based on the expression of dislike towards something or hate towards something. Normal dislikes are, for example, let's say if somebody do not like winter season, or if somebody does not like you can say certain kind of sport, that is something normal. But if somebody has hate towards some kind of a political leader, or if somebody has a hate towards a certain kind of an idea or thought, I do not want to create design based on that. So that is my personal you can say that way of doing this. So that is why I'm just abstaining and at this point. And you can totally obviously look into it and do whatever you want. But if you want to keep your account safe, I would just definitely suggest that you should avoid that, you can say, category of design that are expressive of a hate or a dislikeness, a strong dislikeness towards something. Now here in the notepad, I'm just going to go over this thing and try to explain what is going to be my research process at this point. So let's say my main category or my first research word would be about, let's say, mom. So this is my main word that I want to create my design or start the research process actually. Then I'm going to go into different do a Google search, try to find out what are the different shirts related to mom. Now I have done an image search on Google, and you might want to do it on Etsy, on Redbubble, or on Amazon to try to find out the rankings of the shirts, because you will be able to get the data whether something is selling or not. But I want to do that process in the next video. But in this video, I'm just going to find out different kind of design ideas, different kind of things that I can intersect with something more interesting. Maybe something is not coming to my mind at this point, or maybe looking at these designs I will be able to understand more, go into a little bit deeper into this niche. So we have the main word as mom, and let's just find out if we have some more interesting designs. So happiness being mom, world's best mom, so these kind of design. Then I love my mom, and then we have something best mom ever. So these kind of things that can have on top the F mom kind of mom. So let's just scroll down a bit. This looks interesting. So different words for a mom, maybe maid, mama, mommy, mother, mom. So these kind of designs. So mama, mommy, mother, mom. So this is kind of like interesting way to find out if I just impute it here. So maybe the initial stage of a kid, they call her mom to be mama, and then it turns calling them start calling them mommy, and then the mother maybe, and then when they are grown up they maybe start calling them mom. So this kind of, doing research based on these Google images, you will be able to find these kind of interesting designs that you that come into your mind, and then you might want to put it into this category. So the first keyword is going to be mom, and then you want to be cross niche it with other categories. For example, mom and let's say mom and son shirt, and maybe mom and let's say mom and daughter shirt. And so this kind of design, if you search these kind of phrases and start intersecting with those kind of other niches or other relations, cross niching it with other words, you will be able to target a specific audience in this way. So if you just put a word, simple word, I love my mom or number one mom, these kind of designs, they are more broad as compared to this kind of design that you are seeing here. So the purpose of doing this thing is that you need to intersect it with other kind of niches here, and that is why I have put these 5 categories. So whenever I want to do a niche research, I usually keep these categories in front of me, because this gives me an idea. Okay, so if this is not working, so if I'm just targeting one category, family, so let's say, as you can see here on the notepad, mom and son and mom and daughter. So inside this single category is not working for me, I will just go into another category. I will find some kind of interest and hobbies that usually mom likes, and so these kind of things help you dig deeper into these categories, and it will help you niche down into the categories and find some interesting design ideas, and also find those niches and find those categories which do not have large competition or huge competition. Now let's say if I just copy this word mom and son and put it here, mom and son shirt. Let's see what comes up. Mom and son. I need to put the word shirt here. So mom and son shirt. So this kind of interesting, we can, although we cannot create matching design, but we can get some kind of idea of in these kind of t-shirts. For example, let's say this type of design. So this kind of something that really gives you an idea where should you, the second step or the next step should be, in what direction you should move. So this whole niche research process is totally going into the direction which interests you and which attracts you, and which gives you some kind of idea that this is the way that you should move, and this is something that is selling. So if I just go into Etsy and if I type it and the same thing, mom and son shirt, and let's say what happens here. So there are some kind of you can say again some matching shirts which we do not want to target, and if you still want to target that totally depends upon you, and it totally depends upon the platform on which you are selling. So we have this thing, nobody loves trouble as much as me, and then we have this small shirt that is causing trouble. So this kind of something that you need to focus on. This is the process that I usually take while doing the niche research. Let's say try to find some more interesting design. So that is an interesting kind of design, from sun up to till sundown, boy mom. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you can design, and if you checked out the reviews, it has its 4 reviews, and if it has some kind of reviews, that is something going to give you an idea that okay, this is something that is selling. Maybe you can create a more interesting design, or you can improve this design a little bit and create something similar, and come up with something a little bit different, maybe give it a twist. For example, instead of boy mom, maybe you call it a daughter mom, and kind of try to find out some kind of puns related to that and create design based on that. So another interesting design is this one, like you are my sunshine. So you can turn it into I love my sunshine, I'm waiting for my sunshine, or proud to have a sunshine. You can come up with different kind of words, different kind of phrases, different kind of puns if you think about it, and maybe you search online, and you will be able to niche down within this category and help you understand this whole doing a research process. If it takes some time of getting used to this process, and then if you start getting some sales, you will be able to understand where should you start and in which direction you should move, and how should you move in a certain direction, what you should think about before doing change in your main keyword, before doing the next research. So this whole thing is this whole purpose of this video is to get you familiarized with this whole process of finding what to sell and how you can find what you should sell. And in the next video I'm going to do a niche research based on this whole thought process. So guys, you can just screenshot this point of the video and keep this main categories list, maybe print it out and keep it in front of you before doing the niche research. Or it's easy, you can just put it here on your desktop or computer, and whenever you want to start doing the niche research, you can follow these categories and start it from there. And this is something that can be a starting point for your main research process. And if you have found this video to be helpful, and if you have any questions regarding this one, or if you have any suggestions regarding this one, you can definitely ask me in the comments below, and let me know in the comments below about what do you think about this, what I have shown you in this video. And hopefully guys, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.